Tada! So just to have a follow-up on my video on the tree of peace, I know a lot of you have asked me where they could get it, if they could get it in North America or order it online or what have you. So I did a little bit of research, as I was mentioning, to find out what is the scientific name, which I will put in the description box below. So when I've looked, I had to go online, find the scientific name, and actually look at the type of trees that they had and plant that they had, because the scientific name basically englobes a huge family of the plants that are in the same classification, but they are not quite all the same. But I've noticed that even though they're not quite all the same, they're pretty much similar in terms of the shape and what it looks like. And so in the beginning of the video, I have this plant, which is also in the family of the tree of peace, and which so you kind of see what it looks like. And basically, when I was talking to you about using this during ceremonies and things like that, it's basically when the plant is really tall and long, you will cut it around here, just enough to be able to replant it, and enough to just be able to hold it that way when you're trying to work with it on somebody or do something else. So you will find that this is basically what it would look like. This is one of the type. This particular one grows here in North America. So this one you will be able to find it anywhere, and don't be alarmed because there were other leaves in the bottom, so it wouldn't look like this completely clean. There would be other leaves on the trunk as well, more. So this is basically what the tree of peace will look like. And I know some people like to kind of cut branches. I just leave it there and let it do what it does. So also, as I've mentioned, it's like I do have some of them that came straight from Cameroon, and you have to understand this, because I think it's not stressed enough that because this plant grows, when this plant grows in a certain place, like if you buy the version from North America, it's not going to have the exact same properties that one will have back home, because you have to understand that the water is not the same, the culture, the energies are not the same. So there will be a lot of other things you can do, a lot of things you can do with the plant, but don't expect it to have the same result. Don't expect it to work on the same pace and all of that, because it's basically a different plant. When you're just starting, I think it's great to be able to find those plants and to know how to use them. And essentially, I will also remind you that this is a plant that is supposed to be outside. And this is why in a lot of my videos, like I think a couple of videos, I've mentioned how important it is to understand that when you have indoors plant, there's a lot of other things that needs to be considered when you're bringing a plant indoors. It really has to be because you need it. It's not something that should be done just to decorate your home or something like that. It really has to have some type of process and meaning behind. And as much as you can, you need to enable the plant to reconnect with the forces of nature by being outside. So whether you can take it outside during the summer, if you live in an apartment, maybe put it on the balcony during the summer, just so that at least with the wind, so that it is reconnected somehow with the overall energy of nature and the ecosystem. Because when you put the plant in a bucket or in a pot or what have you, it is physically secluded, especially from the roots, from the rest of the environment. And that's something that I haven't seen much being talked about that, and that's something also I do teach on a one-on-one when I do consultations or workshops. And so now you'll know where to find it. You'll be able to get it online, and you'll be able to bring it into your environment if you're seeking any form of additional peace, any form of wanting to shift maybe energies within your home and things like that. So that's going to be a really great thing to do. And as we move along, we'll learn a lot more ways that you can use this for additional things like dream work, or also when you want to do specific rituals and things like that. So the plant is really, this plant is really powerful for a lot of things. It's definitely a great investment, especially if you're looking to move further and explore further all the way to alchemy and other things. You'll really have a great investment with that. And it's also a plant that you can easily regrow yourself. So just make sure it's an organic plant that you can actually that will be able to reproduce itself, but it's really something that you'll be able to use a lot more later on. I hope you enjoyed that. Now that I have cleared that up, you'll be able basically to have the plant for yourself. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next. Bye.